Coming to you from Undercity Comics. This is Keeping Up with the Nerds, issue 236. My name is Nick Valero.
Rene.
John.
Brian.
And welcome to the show, everybody.
Woo!
Hey.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to issue 236 of Keeping Up with the Nerds. Check out our website, keepingupwiththenerds.com. Check out our socials, Instagram, Facebook, and Check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Keeping Up with the Nerds. And check out our audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Podbean.
And
YouTube Music.
Yep.
Because, Nick put us on there as a podcast. So you're welcome, Noel. And Gino, you guys can play us on Primetime now.
Primetime collectibles.
Yeah, thank you so much. If you're peeking through the window, great. Just let us know next time you do so. That was fun.
You guys don't know. That's an inside joke. We're not going to discuss that.
No, we're not. That's
No.
You guys get that. So it's all
We were
good.
peeking through the window when we were here. I feel like you self-explanatory.
Yeah, but still, people are like, what's the context behind that? I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. How's your guys' week
Noel's
been?
going to do Noel things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
What?
How's your guys' week been?
It was good.
Yeah? Any fun stories?
I'm still here.
He didn't finish it. He definitely didn't finish it. Also, my headphones don't work. So
Are you serious?
I can't hear a single thing.
Or is it you're just losing your ability to hear, dude?
No, that's a real fear of mine.
It's tonight.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Would you much rather go blind or go deaf?
Blind.
Blind?
Yeah, I feel like there's so many. I don't know.
How do I play video games?
I don't know.
That's interesting.
I'm fine. I can work without it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
just wanted
fine.
to make sure.
No, yeah, because it sounded weird and this sounds muffled as heck.
Really? Let me hear. Really quick.
Interesting.
Well, while they fix that, Sean, how have you been?
I've been great. Can you actually pass me my Warhammer figure?
Yeah,
right
but
there?
we got to pass it very carefully because
I've been gluing him and painting him.
Yeah, you can
This,
do it somewhat.
this
but it's not as
loving
loud, yeah.
him.
You're right.
adoring.
fix
He's been a labor of love. This is my boy Asterath.
Aspirath.
Asterath.
A little lower.
Aspirath.
A little lower. Lower. There we go. There we go.
There's Aspirath.
I get to say it like that.
Because it sounds like an old lady like trying to say it out. Aspirath.
I got asthma.
That's
You
what
mean
Sean,
asthma, Grandma?
that's why
Oh,
Sean
it's-
works. This is why Sean works.
Oh, my Aspirath.
You mean arthritis? No, that's not what the doctor said.
I also got tuberculosis.
Damn, Grandma.
Coming out of nowhere. Oh,
I feel like everyone says it like that. Tuberculosis
and diabetes.
and diabetes, which I have.
That allows you to joke about it.
Yeah, and depression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else? They can't joke about it. You come after them.
Yeah,
Tell them no.
You got diabetes, haha.
you can't have a lot of sugar.
Sugar's your weakness.
Go ahead, open up that can of Coke, dude. Can of Pepsi. The bottom.
Comment down below if you guys are doing the boycotting of Coca-Cola as well too.
Yeah.
And how hard
Yeah,
it's been.
let
You
us
know
know.
what? It's
Of
not
the
an easy thing.
transition.
It's an easy thing for me to give up.
No, it's
You drink
not for
Mountain
me.
Dew.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mountain Dew is a Pepsi-owned company.
You're halfway there.
Yeah, exactly. I don't drink Pepsi because Pepsi's gross.
It's okay.
But Mountain Dew.
Cherry
I love.
Pepsi.
No, I don't drink any Pepsi at all.
Wow.
I have not sipped an ounce of Pepsi.
So
I
Brian's
drop
not
it.
supporting the boycotting.
No, I just won't drink Coca-Cola.
Yes.
No, actually, I lied.
That's
I
what I'm
did drink
hearing.
Pepsi that one time, like a year and a half ago. Pepsi Nitro.
But that was
Oh,
that
that's
wasn't
right.
great though.
That was-
Yeah, that
sucked.
wasn't that good.
That was like flat Pepsi with
I
like
still
a little bit of
Pepsi.
coffee.
Anytime I see Pepsi, disgusting.
I mean,
dude.
you could drink Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is his own thing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's why I was because I asked Monica when all the like boycotts were coming up.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Oh, we can't drink Coke anymore," and I'm like, "What about Dr. Pepper? Where are we at with Dr. Pepper? Where are we at?
What about
Where are we-
DP?
Yeah,
Like,
what are we at with DP?
I gotta need my DP.
Are we still cool?
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Dr. Pepper's still cool," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's my boy."
It was so.
The doctor's still in the house.
It was so funny because Mandy was asking, "Is Nick doing the boycotting too, or knows about it?" I go, "Yes, because there's Monica." I go,
there's
Yeah,
Monica.
Monica is the one that's very much keeping Nick informed of what to boycott, what not to shop, what not to buy. And stuff.
The other day, it was funny because the other day she was like, "You're not," because I was leaving to go pick up something.
Yeah.
And then I go, "Hey, are you hungry?" And then she goes, "Yeah, I'm hungry because we were about to go somewhere, so we needed to eat."
Mm-hmm.
So I go, "All right, cool. I'm gonna stop by McDonald's and I get breakfast sandwiches." And she goes, "You can't go to McDonald's."
You can't.
No, that's all. You're supposed to also boycott McDonald's as well. So I'm like, "Oh, okay." So then I hung out with her and I was like, "Dang, what are we gonna eat?" So then I'm looking around and then I went to Wendy's.
I'll just starve.
No, So then I saw a Wendy's, and I was like, Monica said nothing about Wendy's.
Yeah.
So then I went to Wendy's, and I bought Wendy's food, and then I took it to the house, and she was like, you weren't supposed to get Wendy's either. And I'm like, oh, listen, you got to send me a list.
Yeah.
Because when I'm driving around, I'm just picking what's close.
What this bitch do? What did she do? I thought Wendy's was clean.
She's a child. She's just a child.
She's just a child. She's only 15 years old. She doesn't know any better.
She's slave labor at this point.
Oh my God.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you don't know behind that smile, there's a shotgun in front of her. They're just like,
Smile
smile,
harder,
smile.
Wendy.
Remember when people
My
tried to
name's
boycott
Jennifer.
Krispy Kreme?
Huh?
Remember when people
yeah.
tried to boycott Krispy Kreme?
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't last long.
Well,
I'm telling
we
you.
told people ahead of time. Too.
Yeah.
We found out, and then everyone else found out, and they were just like,
I guess.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, if Mountain Dew does something wrong, I think I might not make it.
why do you have to put it out there now? Now it's definitely
Because you know what? I want to test the waters.
No.
Let's test the
I
waters.
want to test the
Let's
waters
test the
in
waters.
2025.
Because
Towards
2025.
America,
That's
test
good.
the waters. Let's test the waters.
Let's test the waters.
Yeah.
Fine. Let's test Mountain Dew.
You know what? Let's go visit ICE at this point.
no.
You know, and just see what happens.
No.
Let's just see out of the 4 guys here, who gets taken first. Like,
Laughing
No,
at
did you-
Nick.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The one person that doesn't understand enough Spanish.
I would survive. I
do you
would
speak
not
Spanish?
survive.
The
You're like,
irony.
see? Get him.
I would
Hablos
definitely not
español,
survive.
boy.
No, I did love Pepsi's new ad. I love Pepsi's new ad.
What is
I
it?
think you said it to me.
It's it's the perfect drink without ice.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then ice is in capital letters.
Boom,
It's the perfect,
Yeah.
it's the perfect,
Wow.
it's the
That's how
perfect
that-
drink without
that's
ice.
cold.
And it's like
That
a-
is. No, it's
That's cold.
no.
I was like, oh,
No.
slept. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
dang. And then later on that night, I did drink a Pepsi with ice, and I was like, no, they have a point. Yeah, don't drink this with ice.
Ice is a
it's
conspiracy theory, dude.
Yeah, I put Pepsi in like a can in the freezer. And
No,
just-
yeah,
No,
like me
You
and Monica
don't-
realized that because
Yeah.
because I'm so used to getting Coke.
Oh,
and
just
then
putting
and
ice
then
in
I
it?
put
Because
it over ice.
Coke
and it
is
tastes
not.
bomb.
It's not in a bad way, but it's super sweet. So having some ice is good to dilute it a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
It's the one soda that's fine if it dilutes. Pepsi, if it dilutes, it's terrible.
Coke
No, no,
has
no,
been
no.
on a losing streak though because they did that AI commercial for
Oh,
Christmas
yeah.
as well.
That's
And
right.
also the Kylie Jenner one too, where everyone's fighting in the street.
I think that was Pepsi.
Oh,
wasn't it?
that
was
ooh.
Pepsi.
Oh,
I think
That was 2
Pepsi.
years ago though.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
commercial was
but-
terrible and dumb.
But the thing is that I've noticed that Pepsi isn't as carbonated.
Nah.
So when you pour it over ice, all the carbonation leaves. So when you drink it, it's just cold, flat soda. When you pour it over ice, so
Yeah.
I was like, I think we should put these things in the fridge and just drink them out of the can. And once we've been doing that, we were like, oh, that's good.
I
But
still won't drink Pepsi.
no, there's one way I'll like drink Pepsi. Is they have Pepsi with real cane sugar.
No.
Yeah, the Mexican Pepsi.
The Mexican Pepsi.
Yeah.
But they're selling it in the
Pepsi
cans.
Cola.
No, but they're selling it in the cans. It's a white can with a blue
Diabetic,
stripe,
I can't drink it.
and it says Pepsi with real.
You know how I'll
cane
go back to
sugar.
Pepsi?
No.
Pepsi Crystal.
Pepsi Crystal was pretty good. I like that.
I can't
was
remember
good.
what it tasted like.
It just tasted like Pepsi.
It's
It's
just a
like
Pepsi
Pepsi.
but clear.
Yeah, it was just a Pepsi but clear.
Yeah, that was cool.
Pepsi Zero Sugar Cherry is really good.
Nope, I won't conform.
It's not bad.
Mountain Dew. I'll only drink Mountain Dew. That's
Only
it.
drink-
I only drink Mountain Dew.
You're not hurting anyone drinking Mountain Dew. Just-
Exactly.
just your
I'm in my
testicles.
own world. I'm fine. I'm perfectly okay.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, if Mountain Dew gets canceled, I can't
You're
live.
drawing the Baja Blast.
Yeah.
Find
Code
out.
Red.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be seeing Pitch Black.
You know what? I feel like that's a game that we should play.
Just start using the
Only-
names of Mountain Dew.
You can only answer things in Mountain Dew names.
That,
Well,
that's
that's
hard
why,
and
that's why I want to
limiting.
play that game Moose Master.
Yeah, that was funny.
Did you see that video?
I didn't get a chance to watch it,
Yeah.
but you were telling me about it.
There's okay for the channel. I want to play a board game called Moose Master, and in the game, basically, it's a rule of game. It's a game of rules. You come up with your own rules, and then there's things like, okay, the game starts, and then everyone can't say the word yes, and then if you say the word yes, you take a penalty and stuff, and you get a certain amount of penalties.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah,
Smosh played it.
Smosh. That's exactly where I found it.
Have you played King's Cup?
King's
Same
Cup?
thing.
Yeah,
it's the
because
same
I
thing.
think it's a rules maker.
Yeah.
I like doing the little man. So you have to take the little man off your cup and then drink and then put him back on. And if you don't, then you have to drink again. And when people get plastered, they always forget to take little man off.
Me and my buddies, we like playing King's Cup a lot when we have like a big group.
Yeah.
And it's always super funny because it's a bunch of dudes hanging out, so you can't have chicks drink. So on that one, it's just like, oh yeah, dudes drink double, so everybody has to drink like two drinks instead. But I love Question Master though. I love
Question Master. Is
yeah.
a good, yeah.
Have you ever played King's Cup?
Yes, but
Okay, drink.
With
Because you answered his question.
I love Question Master just because you become the troll of the table.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to get people to answer questions.
And then you can also assert individual rules to people. Mm-hmm. So like you'd be like, okay, you have to assign a rule to one specific person. Okay, Bryan, now you gotta talk like Nicolas Cage the whole game now. Yeah. Or you could do copycat on the game as well too. If you do copycat, okay, every time I like touch my face, you have to like touch your face too and stuff. Yeah. And if you don't follow, you get a penalty as well too. It sounds fun.
The one thing I love in King's Cup though, I love getting a good train of people. So because there's four 8s in a deck. So I love
8 is mate.
Because eight is mate. So whenever you do that, if somebody gets 8 for a mate, then you go, okay, cool. I'm gonna make Rene is gonna be my mate. So that way, every single time I drink,
I know. Basically, everyone links up. So at some point in the game, it's like everyone's drinking. Everyone's drinking. Yeah.
But I love being. But have you ever been the tip? Have you ever been the tip of the spear?
Tip, man.
For waterfall, I hate when people take forever with waterfall.
Dude, being the tip of the spear is hilarious. Whenever I'm tip of the spear, I always go, oh no, I forgot.
I wouldn't say so much a tip. It's more like a dome.
What are you guys
more like a helmet?
What I miss?
The whole time you guys been talking, I've been doing sexual innuendos. Because you said train.
The whole time. I was paying attention. You guys weren't paying attention to the background?
Watch back the podcast because he said train. I'm like, ooh, train. Nice.
So make a train, not run a train.
And you're like, and everyone thinks, oh, they have to.
Question for the audience is: do people pick up on the background conversation sometimes? Because I know you do that a lot.
I do that because I hope people pay attention.
And I hope they do, because some of this stuff, it's like I catch on maybe at 2 seconds afterwards.
In the background humor.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, you guys are talking about Warhammer. Renee's over here going like,
Warhammer. Who plays that? Virgins.
Okay, first of all, last week you corrected him by saying 40,000 to 40K.
Yeah.
Actually, it is the 41st millennium, so it is Warhammer 40K.
Listen, nerd, okay?
But for
we
those
get it.
veterans
We know
of
why
us,
you're here, okay?
You already got your qualifications.
Yeah, you're already here, okay?
You're done.
Here's my resume.
What was his name again?
Asterath.
Oh, Asterath!
Asterath, the foul-blooded. He's a very good demon.
You have to do that voice. That was like, my name is Asterath.
When I come in, I bite them in the neck, and they don't see me coming because I got them big old wings, and I just come behind them, and I'm like, "Ram!"
I'm like a squirrel monkey.
Like a
squirrel monkey.
Yeah.
What was that accent? Really
Let me
good.
drink my Mountain Dew.
Hey, don't be bagging on Mountain Dew.
I'm just saying because you said it earlier.
Do the do, Bryan. Do the do. Come on now. You got to do the do. Yeah, do the do with Asterath. That's the deal.
Well, come on our pickup. Get some red solo cup party.
Can you do Sling Blade?
Oh, man. I have to watch Sing Blade.
Don't do that.
To do it again.
Don't be staring at corners.
Do you really freak out with
It's when he it's when he does it. Like if you were to do it, wouldn't freak out. Sean does it, wouldn't freak out. It's you.
Why is it specifically him?
Because I don't know. There's a vibe about you.
Do you not trust him?
No.
Okay.
No. You give a Sixth Sense kind of vibe. Like if you look in a different direction, you're like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
It's kind of like a dog looking at a corner. Yeah. You know? That's the same vibe.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but
No, that's bad.
That is bad.
What the hell are you looking at? When I see my cats just staring at the wall or something for a very long time, that freaks me out.
Yeah.
Freaks me out.
The only reason why I looked up is because I noticed that it still says keep out.
Yeah.
And then because I don't know why I caught the corner of my eye and I was like, what is that? And I looked up and I go, why does it keep out? But I was talking to myself, and then I just looked back and you're staring at me.
Yeah, because I was freaked out. I didn't know what you were looking at. I don't know if there was something there.
There's a ghost.
Boo. Okay, cool.
Ghost.
If a ghost were to kill me, you'd do it already.
The ghost's name is Aberath.
Oh my god. Well, guys, we have a pretty packed show for you guys. We got comic strips. We're going to be talking about Marvel Rivals as well. It's back in the news, not for a good reason. Pretty bad stuff, but we'll catch you guys up on that if you guys are playing the game. I haven't touched it in like 3 weeks.
Let me know who you're playing. Who's your main? So I can trash talk you because you're probably garbage.
You play Magic.
I don't.
No,
Oh, you don't anymore?
He plays Iron Man.
I play Iron Man and Mantis.
Oh.
Iron Man.
Yeah. I am going to be playing Magic again, though, because I'm buying that skin, baby.
What skin?
She has the punk skin.
Punk skin.
Oh.
The
so
Hulk
cool.
skin. I like the Hulk skin.
Yes, Punk Hulk.
Punk Hulk is the
Is it
that
true that
mohawk?
the Thing is getting a detective skin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He has a,
Well, it's not his. It's his.
It's a trench coat.
It's just his
It's
trench,
a trench coat. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a detective trench coat.
Really quick funny thing. I don't know. Keep it really brief. Tim the Tapman was doing a premiere thing with the Thing. Okay.
Thing with the Thing. Got it.
He was playing as the Thing, and the other
Oh,
person
the
on
actual
the
Thing.
team, Yeah,
Okay.
the actual Thing, the character. He got a preview to play it with the devs too.
Yeah.
And everyone in the chat, because he got obliterated. Everyone's like Thing diff, and he got so tilted from hearing that. He's like, "What do you expect me to do? I'm literally fighting the Thing with the dev who created the Thing," and he just like. I don't know if it was staged, but it was just so funny seeing him tilted.
No,
like
I think
that.
those people actually get tilted.
No, yeah.
No one wants to hear you get
Tim,
diffed.
Tim gets tilted.
Yeah, he gets.
It's pretty easy.
I feel like Ninja and Tim just kind of milk it at this point, though. Like
Oh,
they're clip farming.
I think so, but also I do feel that Ninja is
Ninja's just trash.
I think he's just bad at the game.
He's trash. Ninja, if you ever see this, you're trash, my
What'd
guy.
you say about me, little?
Come on, dude.
But,
let's do a little Fortnite dance in New York Square, and no one's gonna, follow me because I'm so cool, dude. Yeah.
Okay, you gotta relax.
That's.
I know.
He does that.
No, but being good at
Mocking him.
Fortnite is not really a big thing to talk about.
No, but for Marvel Rivals,
Ninja.
no, but for Marvel Rivals, I'm excited to play Human Torch. I want to play Human
Yes.
Torch.
He
Human
looks
Torch
Gameplay
is
is
looks
fun.
interesting.
Yeah.
That Storm combo does look
he has a
nice.
combination with Storm.
Yeah.
He turns her alt into a flame storm.
Oh,
Fire cycle, dude.
so he's making Storm relevant.
No, Storm is already relevant.
I thought Storm was weak, or did they
She was
buff
bad.
her?
Season 0, Season 1 comes out. She got an insane buff. She is a sniper.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude,
She
she wrecks.
Her
So who's her
projectile
counter?
speed? I mean, Punisher. Anyone with
Anyone with distance?
hit scan. Yeah, so like Hella.
Not
Hunter-
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
No, he's not hit scan though, because you
wouldn't-
see it and the damage is already registering on that character. That's a hit scan. So
I would
Punisher and Hella are the two best DPS to take him out.
Also Star-Lord too.
What about Widow?
Star-Lord's
yeah.
pretty good.
Widow is not that great of a
No,
character. She definitely
she definitely needs a update.
Yeah, because even with the Mantis buff, you're not one-shotting if you get the body, but if you hit the head, which is kind of hard, you might get him.
Hold up, that reminds me. I think you might be interested. Did you see that Siege is going to come back? Siege X?
No.
It's getting an
yeah.
update.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Rainbow Six is getting an update. It's going to be announced next week.
Oh.
So I think by the time this episode releases, it should be announced for
A new
invitationals.
update? Okay.
Yeah.
But it's
That
going to be
is
Siege
Ubisoft,
X.
huh?
It's basically a
Yeah,
whole
it's Ubisoft.
reworking of the graphics, of the mechanics.
That's so
Do
sick.
I have to buy
operators.
it again if I already have it or no?
I'm hoping. I mean, it's Rainbow Six.
I'm
but-
so excited they're
Wouldn't
working on a 12-year-old game instead of getting the game that's like functioning. Like that's
Yeah.
not
But Rainbow
functioning.
Six Siege is fun. I mean, if you give me graphical updates and updated mechanics on the game, I'll go back.
Yeah.
I wish
I don't
X Defiant
care.
didn't flop the way it did.
Did you?
'Cause
Which one?
X Defiant, it was a game that they had released.
X-Defiant. Wait, but did you play Rainbow Six?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Siege.
played a little bit of it back then.
Okay,
You know,
you
but-
played 6.
I played 6, but
I didn't get too into it.
We can squat up.
I was watching.
Yeah.
He was watching me get my penta with Wolverine.
Ooh, that
It was a good Wolverine penta.
if we can clip it, and
it
like
was
just
so good
highlight it.
because I was on the Valhalla map with the convoy where you're trying to get to the Earth tree.
Yeah.
And as I'm taking the convoy, I was able to, as Wolverine, grab Captain America, bring him over to the other side, kill him, come back, push everybody in, all on top of everybody, and then kill the Hulk that was behind me. It was amazing.
And it was
Proud of
very,
yourself?
Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, dude, I was super.
You went to the
excited.
mirror and you're just like,
Nice.
not today.
Dude, I went. No, because he saw it. I
you're
was,
worthy. You are worthy.
no, he saw it. I got 27 and 5 on that one. It was,
Yeah.
like
His Wolverine game is
it's getting good.
It's sick.
It's
disgusting.
yeah, it's
Wait,
really gross.
I'm gonna go back to Rainbow Six for a second. Who did you main?
When it came to defending Castle or Doc, and when it came to attacking, I would either be Sledge or Habana.
Sledge and who's the one that made clones of herself? I can't remember.
Oh, she was like later seasons. I forget her name. Yeah. It's the
Mirage.
Mirage.
Yeah.
No, Mirage was the window.
Really?
Was the one on the window wall, the wall that she would put the window on the reinforced walls.
I don't know. The one that made clones of herself, and then you can like walk.
She was only short hair and blonde, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her.
And then did you have mains or no?
No.
No.
I
was
just,
a Frost
I
main.
just jumped around.
You were a
characters.
Flash main.
Frost.
Oh, Frost. Oh, Frost. Okay.
That
Frost
was
is
the
good.
that, you know what? I felt like that was the problem with me in Siege. I never connected with a character where I was like, yeah, this is my character.
I had a play style.
It's not like what was it? It's not like Rivals where like I liked a character and then I was like, I love playing like
The
this.
thing is that I see with Rivals is that you have a range of characters that you can play, and you can play pretty much everyone. I feel like with Rivals, you can play 80% of the characters pretty well if you put in some time into all of them. Whereas Rainbow Six, it's a lot more complicated because like
Very technical.
very technical.
Very
you have to
technical,
learn.
no room
You have
for
to
error.
communicate.
Communicate. Like Habana is such an interesting character because she is technically a breacher, but she's not a breacher in the same sense as Thermite, who would like open up a huge door size hole.
Plus, I liked her assault rifle because he's
Habana?
Habana's assault rifle was pretty good for a breacher.
Yeah.
I felt like there was just like because you kind of have to like know, okay, this wall is destroyable, this floor is destroyable.
Yeah.
There was a lot of memorization of
You
the
gotta get
maps.
sweaty about it.
Yeah, you gotta.
Oh, yeah.
That was the one thing I felt like I didn't like is that I had to get too sweaty about it.
Sweat-inducing to play
Like
it.
if I want to
there's
get
a
good at
lot of
this,
sweaty
I needed to
players,
get
I
sweaty.
remember.
And then that was the other thing too is that there I felt like their matchmaking was very weird.
It was too
because
competitive.
It was
Very-
far too competitive,
yeah.
but sometimes it would
casuals
just.
became very
But sometimes
competitive.
it would just sweat. It would throw you into a game full of sweats,
Yeah.
and then you would be like, "I'm definitely the problem."
Yeah.
Like I'm the reason
I
why
just
we're
can't
losing.
play
That-
well.
Yeah, that's why when it came to Rainbow Six, I only played with my friends. I
I'm-
never played in random.
No, I
don't
was the
like
same way.
I
I'm
never
watching.
played
I'm
in
watching
randoms.
people play games now. I'm not actually playing because the first 5 seconds I die, and I'm not having fun. I'm just not enjoying this.
No, I feel you. At least Rivals is more. It's just fun in general. I still have yet to play
You have
competitive.
multiple lives.
Yeah.
Rainbow Six is like one and done.
One and
so
done.
there's
You mess up
always
and that's
like
it.
search and destroy. There's
But I
always
do
that
like the
pressure.
tension of Siege.
Yeah.
The seat like when it was a 1v3
Yeah.
and you were attacking like
Yeah.
that was a thrill.
I liked Call of Duty when they did
Search
was
and
it
destroy.
No,
Or a gun
or
game?
like it was like team. I think it was like Team Search or something like that, where it was only like 4 people for Search and Destroy.
Oh, it was the
Oh,
smaller
yeah.
version of Search and Destroy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
like
remember that
those.
one.
Huh?
I like those.
I liked that one, and it had like a really wide map, so like everybody was communicating and kind of like, okay, cool, where do I go? Everything like that.
Well,
So
we'll
it's
talk
like-
more about Rivals once we get to the main topic.
Yeah.
But we'll be talking about Rivals, and then Rene, Nick, and I want to go watch The Monkey.
The what?
The Monkey.
I want to go back to Monkey.
Listen,
No, we're not getting. No. I know.
it's 2025.
No.
It's Trump's America. So. I don't know where you're going.
Sean.
What?
Sean, transition.
Okay, Comic Strips, a portion of the show where we don't tangent for more than 10 to 15 minutes on each topic. Today, Creature Commandos Season 2 is officially on fast track.
Cool.
Showrunner Dean Lorey teased the potential new roster for Season 2.
Good.
Season 1 had its script finalized by 2022, with animation completed 2 years later. This could mean Season 2 could be at least another 2 years away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
makes
good.
sense. Yeah.
I
It
feel
takes a
like
little while for animation.
it's interesting
Yeah.
to kind
Especially
of
the
be.
animation for Creature Commandos. Very
Yeah.
That
detailed.
quality.
So is it just me, or did Harley Quinn progressively have worse animation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I
By
mentioned that to a
Season
friend.
3, it dipped.
the
it-
Harley,
like, it
the
was
Harley
very-
Quinn show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, because I remember seasons 1 and 2, or when is it that Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy ran away after Poison Ivy ditched Kite Man for the
3.
wedding? Was that 3?
It was like just 3 going into 4.
Okay, so I remember all of season 1, 2, and 3 was really good, and then we got into season 4, and the animation was like choppy and.
I feel like the show is outliving itself.
I haven't seen season. I watched part of season 4.
I'm confused. Why did Harley Quinn come up in a conversation about Creature
Because of
Commandos?
Creature Commandos with
Has
the
good
animation.
animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then the animation did.
Oh, okay.
Well,
No,
the thing
yeah.
that if you want to bring it back to Creature Commandos,
I was just confused because we shot to Harley Quinn and I was like, did
a
they talk
tangent
about-
confused you.
Wow.
Yeah.
As you the
Shocker.
same Nick.
My autism worked. I don't know. Maybe the monster. I think it's because I actually had a monster this time.
The
Like,
monster and the Pepsi.
I'm
You said
focused.
monsters never affect you.
I don't know. Like I also haven't had a monster in like 2 weeks.
He's
What's
tired
wrong
from
with
doing
you?
the skit, probably. He's probably drained from doing the skit.
I'm probably I'm focused.
Wait, but what's wrong with you? Why have you not had a monster in 2 weeks?
I don't know.
Just taking a break?
I didn't have one.
Didn't need one.
His piss was coming out a different
Are
color.
you pregnant?
No. No. But Monica did say that she does not like the way I taste when like.
Oh my God.
That's,
Okay.
That's why.
No.
That's
Hold on. I misspoke.
a valid reason. You're taking your partner into consideration. Good.
Backpedal.
When she kisses me on
When
the
she
lips.
kisses, yeah. When she kisses me on my mouth.
She said she doesn't like it. She says she doesn't like the
You're gonna
smell.
get a text, dude. The moment she's listening to this, you're gonna get a text.
Only 25 minutes in.
What do you mean? Why did you say that, Nick?
Nick, don't be telling people this stuff. What's wrong with you?
Told you that confidence.
That's not what I meant, though.
TMI, babe.
Once it came out of my
TMI.
mouth, I was like, whoa, hold on. I tried to grab the words.
You know what? We can just bleep it out.
Maybe I can get it back.
Should we just reshoot everything?
No.
Let's start from one. Let's start from one.
I'm so screwed.
You are. Dude, you're gonna have a bad week next week.
Wednesday hits and it's downhill.
No, there's only one way. I have to wrap myself up. That's the only way to survive it. I just show her
That's
the
the
video.
first thing you tell her when you get to her house tonight.
I was like, listen, this is what happened.
So this is how it happened.
So how did we get to this?
Ask Nick.
Like I didn't.
He's gonna have to transition.
I want you to know, Nick. I'm sorry. It's just the real-time explosion of him realizing what he said was the funniest.
Yeah, you need to clip that.
Yeah. That's clip-worthy.
The moment Nick effed up.
Yeah.
The reason, you know how this could have been prevented if Nick wouldn't have questioned the tangent of Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
This blew up in my face hard. This blew up so hard.
I'm getting cramps.
Stick a quarter in your butt. You played
That was a good
yourself.
episode, though. It's for the
I'm getting
content.
cramps.
For
I
you
gotta
guys.
stand up. Oh my God. Anyways, Creature Commandos, good animation.
Yes.
I believe it. I
Man.
think, you know what? It's necessary. If we need to wait 2 years, 2
What
to
is
3
wrong
years.
with you?
Say
I get
aspirin.
cramps, dude.
Say aspirin.
Drink more water.
I asked for it.
Aspirin.
Oh my God.
You need more water. You're dehydrated.
Probably. I gotta walk around.
Jesus.
Go ahead.
Well,
Following
anyway,
Okay, I
next.
guess we
Well,
can
We've all heard of
leave within the
Jesus.
podcast.
We've all heard of Jesus being on toast. Now, for all you Pokemon fans, a Charizard-shaped hot Cheeto is currently being auctioned off on
I saw this.
Golden.co. Auction for the piece began on February 10th at $250 for a Cheeto.
That Cheeto looks pretty spot on.
As of it does. As of recording it, it's now sitting at $2,100 with 8 days remaining.
Do me a favor. Click on the Polygon article.
Yeah.
There's a link on there that'll take you to the website that allows you to bid. Apparently, people
it's
have
not
bid.
hyperlinked or whatever.
It should be hyperlinked.
It's the blue
Oh,
one.
there we go. Yeah, I was clicking it, but it was just doing the edit text. Let's see.
It was a 2100 earlier today.
Nick, if you haven't seen it.
I saw it. I
you
saw it
haven't?
earlier.
It looks good.
Yeah,
It does, actually.
It looks pretty solid.
Yeah.
Would you pay $2,100 for that?
No, I hope a dryer falls on your head.
No, I would, and I would get it cast in resin, and I would hit up Jake Paul.
I feel like
I don't like him,
That's
but
not
I know,
a bad idea.
I know
No, I
he'll
was-
pay.
What, you mean Logan Paul? Logan Paul's the one with the Pokemon
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, is it?
yeah,
Jake
Jake
Paul-
doesn't.
Jake
Yeah.
Paul is just the one that fought.
Oh yeah.
He's the one that gets hit in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
The
feel
one
like
that's in
if Nick had
WWE.
stupid money, he'd buy it and eat it.
And he'd stream it.
And
Yeah.
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 I would do that if I had stupid money.
Yeah.
I would just take it, make a
If I was a
video.
streamer, yeah,
Yeah.
I'd buy it.
Content.
I'd buy it and I just take a video of me
Yeah.
eating it and be like,
The streaming event of the
it
year.
is flaming.
Yeah.
I just end the video.
That's just.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, I've gotten Cheetos that look like poo. I mean, nobody's excited about that.
Just one long
you
weird.
gotten
Yeah, just like
version.
those long weird ones.
They all look like long weird turds.
Yeah, man. They're just, especially when you got the hot spicy ones.
So do we get a hot Cheeto that looks like a cactus and can we sell it?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah,
put it
I'll
on,
do it.
put it up there.
One that looks like Jesus Christ, Virgin Mary.
If you
Okay,
could find one
let's
that
see.
looks like the Virgin Mary.
Wow.
Virgin Mary.
That is some divine stuff right there.
There you go.
Batman, Superman. Are we just naming fictional characters?
Oh my god!
Look, it's a batarang.
You ever think that maybe these people actually just glue the things together and then, you know?
I would have to. I mean, seeing that picture, it's smooth.
It is, but
Yeah.
like, could you imagine the dedication of someone like just putting it all together and then like, oh look, it looks like a Charizard.
I've seen dumber things.
Yeah.
But you believe it.
I believe that.
That someone would actually paint it.
Yeah, but I've seen dumber things. Like people spend time doing dumber things.
Yeah.
So
Planking.
What's the price at now?
2,100.
Still 21?
Oh.
It went up.
No, I thought you meant from the article. Pardon me.
Well, he does that.
7,000.
It's not showing up on the
5,000.
It's like a 3 million.
Alright.
Dude,
Like a
3
Pokemon?
million.
Yeah.
While the Nugget was listed originally for 99 cents, the first bid massively increased the price to $14,869.
1,400 or 14,000?
$14,869.69.
You're BSing me. It's not at 14,000.
Again,
the article says.
I will read
Is the article saying that?
Yes. While the Nugget was listed originally for 99 cents, the first bid.
The Charizard hot Cheeto.
I feel like
Let me.
the one person that has autism when it comes to numbers.
Yeah.
14,000.
I know. It's just not possible.
He's
Why?
putting. Remember, the thousand means that the comma's behind.
I was joking about stupid money.
And then it just kept
And then-
going up until it got to $999,907.
Sean, I just looked at the bid. It was at 21. What happened?
This is the article from Polygon. This is
This
what
is
you
what you
linked.
sent me.
This is what you sent me. This is what I'm working with. Moving on. Nickelodeon officially
where's-
announces a new
What's it on sale?
avatar.
Where's it on sale?
It's on like on a website called
okay.
golden.co or something like
Okay,
that.
we'll look it up later.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon has officially announced a new avatar. TLAB series
The Last Airbender.
is in the works for celebrating the franchise turning 20. We'll follow an earth-bending avatar preceding Korra. Main character will have twin brother and will have to overcome human and spirit enemies alike. The avatar is seen as a destroyer of their world, not a savior due to the events that happened during Korra.
Rene, you can shut down if you want.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's the
That's-
avatar.
Yeah,
Who was that?
That was the voice of Zuko.
Oh,
it was
TikTok,
it was Dante Bosco and them.
Yeah.
Because Dante Bosco and the
Voice of
or the
Korra.
voice of Korra have a podcast.
I'm just saying.
That's cool.
They were the
I'm
ones
just
that
saying,
because they were the ones this morning who dropped the news.
They are.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I was excited for the series. I still am excited for the series. I don't understand the slander.
I'm just really surprised that
So you didn't watch The
I
Legend
watched-
of Korra then?
I did. I love
So
The Legend
then
of Korra.
what's there not to get?
Why'd you guys
If
need to mention
I have
it
a
that way?
detonator in my hand and I press the button and
Yeah,
the
but why do
building
you guys
blows
need
up
to, why do you
behind
guys
me?
need to slander? Why can't we just all live
I feel that
Because
Korra,
not
Spiritual
everything's
unity.
hunky dory.
No, I feel that Korra suffered from terrible writing.
No, Korra was great.
No, Korra suffered from terrible writing.
I gotta call
Glazing,
Noel. I don't like this.
glazing.
No,
we got a
this
is-
glazer.
Hold on,
We got a
hold on.
glazer.
in the retrospect of Avatar, like the world, I'm really surprised that people already didn't like Korra, and then the studio just went, let's double down.
Yeah.
Like, let's make sure that she's just the most hated Avatar ever.
Well, let's-
because not only are the fans who already don't like her, but then when we have this new show, now the in-world characters are going to be like F Korra.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like,
I can appreciate
she's-
that.
Like, she sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have gone that route of like doubling down on like the hate of Korra. I think I would have tried to make it that Korra died a cool way, or not a cool way, but like
She went out in battle, kind of
like went out in
doing
battle,
something.
like maybe gone
No,
out
I hope
like
she got
Juan.
assassinated.
No,
Ooh, that would be interesting if she did get assassinated,
Here's-
setting off like this
I-
powder keg
I-
of like
I-
events
no,
unfolding.
I wouldn't mind if she lost a war, like some kind
You
of.
want
like,
her to be
She
a war
did.
general?
She did lose a war. She actually lost the war for the world.
I know, but what I'm saying is I wouldn't mind her dying kind of like Avatar Juan, because he dies at the end of a war, and like
So-
he's like the last survivor, and then he passes away. So because that way it's like poetry, it rhymes.
Yeah.
So like
The cycle repeats
The
itself.
cycle will repeat itself when
yeah.
like Juan died during a war.
Yeah.
Actually, that
then-
makes a bunch of sense.
She then dies during a war, and then they're both the first Avatar of two different lines.
Yeah.
And then it continues on, and then that goes every.
Well, because
that
technically
goes.
she's the new first Avatar.
She's the new first
Yeah.
Avatar.
So to defend Korra, for
which
a
also
second,
means that we won't get an Aang. We're not, unless they figure out how
Flashback.
to bring it back.
unless in this one they're like, this is how we can reconnect.
We don't need Aang though. We don't need Aang. We really shouldn't see Aang. Period.
So, no, because I feel
let the character die already.
Hang on. Let me defend Korra for a second, because I feel like every single time we talk about Legend of Korra, it's always like it's always slander, and it's like there's some positivity to it
for
because,
reasons.
And I get
the last
that.
season is bad. The last season.
Yes, I don't disagree with that. What I'm saying is, I can appreciate the character of Korra because to me, she felt way more relatable as an individual than Aang did. Because I felt like Aang, granted, he was a kid that had to grow up, that had to have responsibilities a year into knowing that he was an avatar. He got to point A to point B pretty quickly, right? Korra is basically an individual that kept making mistakes, and those mistakes influenced a lot of her bad decisions that kept going on. It's kind of like a normal human being, right?
Aang had similar turmoils like that too.
Yes, but Aang had a solid cast of friends behind him as support, whereas Korra didn't. So to me, I'm more sadistic in that sense, where I can enjoy Korra's struggles and kind of like triumphs and continuous turmoil, because it makes it feel more realistic. I like the mature tones,
more relatable. I get that.
Yes, and I can appreciate that. Like, to me, that's what I like. I didn't like the end of season 4. To me, that was very much a fan, it was very much fan servicing.
I feel like 4 really put a sour taste in everybody's mouth. Because Korra has a really good first season. Amon is a great villain.
Yes. Yeah.
Amon is a great villain. Then you head on to because Tarlok is season 2 or season 3. Right, Tarlok is season 2. Then you have the gates open, and then
season 2 was the. Oh yeah, you're right, because season 2 was the spirit world where she loses all the avatar.
Because that's Tarlok. Then you have. Unalaq, who's after that one, who's the Red Lotuses, and then you have Quevedo, who's the 4th season,
who's the conqueror of the Earth Kingdom.
The Unite Robin Williams' daughter. It's Zelda. That's Zelda Williams.
That's cool.
I think
that's
you might
Zelda
have
Williams.
Messed it. Did you say Amon? And then
it's Amon. Tarlok.
No, Amon. Unalaq.
Is it Unalaq? Then
Zakir, and the last one is Quevedo.
Which one was the second one?
Unalaq.
I'm just mispronouncing. I'm mispronouncing his name.
See, if you kind of take a look,
because I was calling him Tarlok. It's Unalaq.
If you look at Korra's seasons, Korra had a strong first season, and she had a triumph in that one. In the second season, it's completely destroyed because she loses that battle. She doesn't come out winning in season 2.
It's definitely a different. The problem also is that it's a different show. It's a different type of show.
In season 2?
In general, like Korra is a different type of show.
Yeah.
Korra does not get to do the fun things that Aang does.
And that's fine. I think I like that better.
Korra stays in Republic City, and then she goes to the south. Then she goes to like the South Pole. Then she goes to the North Pole, and then she goes to the Spirit Realm, and then she goes to like a swamp, and then she goes to like this weird place inside of like the Earth Kingdom, and then that's it. And then she goes to Ba Sing Se for a bit.
But I'm more focused, and again I can appreciate Korra's internal growth as a human being.
Yeah,
that's what I like the most.
I do agree that she has some interesting story beats. I just feel that the writers really shortchanged her, and I understand that Nickelodeon really screwed them when it came to advertising, Showtime, telling people when to watch, and then it had lower viewership, and then Nickelodeon was like, why do we have low viewership? And it's like, I don't know, maybe tell people.
Then it went into the web.
Then it went on to like then it became a web series where it was only on Nickelodeon Online. And
that was the 4th season.
Yeah, and then that was the 4th season, and then because Nickelodeon just had no faith in it at a certain point, because this show is doing terribly because nobody's watching it, and then you asleep?
Yeah.
I heard that too. I was just kind of afraid.
I was committing to a bit.
I was like,
I was afraid. I was just like, Jesus Christ, I actually passed him out.
I thought he knocked out. But what was it?
Honestly, I was gonna wait till I got quiet. But you guys kept talking.
I can totally.
Damn it.
I can definitely see where where Korra has her great moments. I do feel that we just kind of jump to conclusions inside of Korra, because they didn't have the same ideas in the beginning of Korra to the end of Korra.
Yeah, let's put it into this perspective. If there was no appreciation for Korra, then I don't think Nickelodeon would be eyeing or liking, or excuse me, eyeing an increase in Avatar stories.
No, that's not it.
I think so.
No, it's not.
Nick's like, no.
No, I think so.
It's the increase on Netflix.
Well,
It's
yeah, because of the Last Airbender.
Yeah, the Last Airbender, and then you also have both the Nickelodeon show that dropped on.
If Korra didn't do so bad in the last season, making people want to watch the Last Airbender
people are not
again,
watching Korra.
You don't need to watch it, but because Korra did what it did,
it
went back.
It exists, okay?
It exists, and it caused people to go back.
You don't need to watch it, but it makes
Nick, listen to me, damn it! Because the bad things happened with Korra, people went back. So if people don't want to watch Korra, then they went to go watch The Last Airbender. And it made Nickelodeon realize, oh crap, we have something to do. We can do something with this. And they progressed. That's all it is.
I know.
Korra influenced an increase in interest for The Last Airbender.
I know,
Yeah, Korra was so good.
I
love the Avatar.
But the original creators have been like working on making a new Avatar series for like the longest time.
They're making a movie.
They're making
a movie.
They're making 2 movies.
They're making a movie. They're making season 2 of
I hope they're live action.
They're not on the live action anymore.
Huh?
They jump ship.
Well, they jumped ship, but they were on the live action.
Well, I'm not going to support that now.
So
and now they're doing this new series.
yeah, but I'm interested to see where this new Earthbender is. I'm interested to see
what the state of the world is like.
Yeah, because it says that there was like a cataclysmic event that killed.
I know they were really episode that. They're like, the cataclysmic event.
Because I'm interested. I'm interested to see what has changed in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, do we still have cities like we did before?
How much has technology increased as well?
Well, it may have gone backwards.
Ooh. Well, it might actually turn into something different with the spirits now involved.
Because maybe
and, like how they were all united.
Spirit energy and stuff.
Spirit energy. Maybe they enslaved the spirits to power their devices.
Maybe that's what started the cataclysm.
You know? Like it's
what's the new type of bending?
The one that she learned.
Piss bending.
That's water bending.
Nah, it's piss bending.
It's piss.
Because in The Last Airbender we had blood bending.
Bullet bending.
No, in Last Airbender you had 4. You had 4 new bending styles.
You had blood.
Blood, metal.
No, metal wasn't.
Yes, it
was.
Yes.
Toph discovered it. You're right. Yeah.
Toph discovers metal.
Uh-huh.
So you had blood, you had metal, then you also have dragon bending, the internal light bending from like the original firebenders.
I guess. Yeah.
And then you had energy bending, chi bending.
Well, what about lightning?
Lightning was already discovered.
Yeah, lightning was fire.
It was like it's like an old one. Like nobody knew about.
I feel like air needs a new. Air needs to be associated with something, because earth bending got lava bending and
that's why, because then earth bending because
airbenders had explosive.
No, that was fire. It's a firebender.
Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's all about like getting firebending and then compressing it.
Combustion man.
Yeah.
And then sending it, because you had a combustion man.
Sokka with the one-liners, man, the best one-liners.
And I feel like they try to make Bolin that, but it just doesn't work.
No,
but
it was cool that he got lava bending though.
Yeah.
He does get lava bending. Huh?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Bolin.
Yeah. Bolin is probably one of the strongest characters in the show. Who like
everyone thought it was Mako in season 1. I'm like, nah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that Korra mastered all these sub bendings. Because Aang never mastered lightning. He never mastered lava. He never mastered.
He just needs to master the 4 basic elements. He doesn't need to progress it more towards that.
Well, no, because then Korra mastered metal. Because they even say like you're the first Avatar to master metal bending.
Did she master it, or did she just work on it?
No, she mastered it by the end of season 3.
3?
Because 4 is because 3 is when she meets Quevedo. Because Quevedo is in the Beifong's like home.
Yes.
And then and that's when she's staying inside of, because it's right after Unalaq.
I gotta watch Korra again.
I've seen it twice.
I've seen it like at least twice. I would need a third one.
I've
seen the Last Airbender enough.
You know what I want to see? The new Magic the Gathering announces a crossover with the set for Final Fantasy. Whoa! The set will be released in June.
Congrats, weebs! You guys got what you guys want.
What is that?
I mean, they had Kamigawa.
What did they get?
Kamigawa 2.
Oh.
We will be similar in structure to the Fallout release, so booster boxes and 4 pre-constructed decks. Most have already sold out, and prices for the collector booster is going for about $500 a box. Wizards, it's cardboard. This should not be the same price as a PlayStation 5.
But it's not them setting the price. You know what? No, I changed.
MSRP. They recently went back and said we're gonna start doing MSRP again because the secondhand market got out of hand. No, it didn't. It did, but they still did not do the MSRP because if you go to Amazon, sometimes that's where you'll find it. But then after that, everywhere else where it's allocated, skyrocket. Frankenstons.
Because it'll say like $79.99, and then it'll say not available. See other options.
Yes,
and then you'll click it.
No other options.
You'll click the options, and then it'll say $200 or or like $150, and you're like,
I don't see the point of paying a structured deck for. Okay,
just print it.
If you just do normal structure decks, fine, maybe $20 in this economy, right? I understand that copyright licensing and everything could be a little more expensive, so I could maybe justify $25-$30 for a special limited run of one. But my problem is when it comes to cards, you have the secondhand market that abuses it, and it becomes a rich people's game.
Yeah. It is. Magic is very much pay to win.
Yes. I do, and that is one reason why I do like Yu-Gi-Oh, because Yu-Gi-Oh it'll be like that sometimes, but then they'll reprint commons of those rarer cards. Yeah, and then that'll just plummet the price of certain cards. Like when Konami sees that certain cards are just out of control, they'll make a new copy of it in a new art or a common of that same card, and then they'll go, cool, it's 25 cents.
It's interesting
because it'll plummet the original cost.
It's interesting because Pokemon's going through the same process right now. With the last one that came out, Prismatic Evolutions, because that one was limited, but it wasn't supposed to be. So now you have or ETB selling for $120. That's not the price of an ETB. Or the MSRP is supposed to be like what, $40, $50?
Yeah, you go to Target, that's how much they are.
That's how much it
is.
Go
to the Pokemon vending machines.
But it doesn't. I understand the content that could be produced with the Pokemon opening packs. Yeah. But it does piss me off to see people who don't know anything about the franchise exploit it for content. Like, as much as I can enjoy certain Ludwig videos, he did release a video where he opened up a pack of every Pokemon generation that has been around. So that's 9 generations, but he opened up everything, like every pack to ever come out.
That must be expensive.
I think he said it was like $40,000.
I wanted to do something like that for Magic the Gathering, collect one booster pack as far back as I could find it. When I started pricing it out, I'm like, nah,
it's expensive.
I'm letting this die.
It is. But here's the thing. If you're going to do it, then at least don't be pretentious when you don't know the name of a certain Pokemon. That to me is a little bit annoying.
It's not as bad as the scalpers though, because I feel like that is the biggest detriment to Pokemon in general now. Yeah, is just scalpers. When you think Pokemon, scalpers is the first word that probably comes up for a lot of people.
There's one that I really like. He pops up on my TikTok feed every so often, and he's just trying to complete binders.
That's cool.
Who is it?
I forget his name. He has like a beard, but he always goes to like these events, and then he's always like, "Cool, I have this like jumbo binder." And I'm trying to finish the entire, I'm just trying to collect every single card. And I'm trying to finish it today.
Life goal.
Yeah, and then, and it's interesting because you see, all the kids getting involved. You see, all the parents.
Yeah, I think I might know who you're talking about.
And then, you start seeing, all the stores start getting involved. Or, oh, man, I'm down. Let's do this. And then he has, he already has trade boxes where he's like, what can I trade you? And then people are just giving him cards. And I like that because it shows how cool the community can get. Yeah. And stuff. Because, some of these are, expensive cards. Yeah. And people are like, I want to see it in the binder.
So, do you know that guy that's on TikTok that he's a seller at conventions for certain. I think he does Pokemon cards. And one of his most popular videos in the last maybe 2 months was this girl that came up to him and said that she had bought this expensive card and was hoping to sell it to him. And he's like, how much did you pay for it? And it was a ridiculous amount of money. He's like, you overpaid. This card is half that price.
Yeah, some people hardcore overpay.
Yeah, and he was just like, look, let me buy this card off of you for the price that you paid. And instead I'm going to give you this card. And from here you learn about everything else. She comes back later and shows him his collection. And instead of kind of saying, okay, thanks for the advice, she hands him a card back. And basically as a thank you of what he did to her and what he taught.
Right.
Right? It's a good thing, and that's what the community. That's where the
that's what I
community
mean.
shows.
Like,
Yes.
I feel like more people should do videos like that for Pokemon.
Yes.
Because I when they were doing the binder one, I looked through it and I was like, dude, it's like 14 episodes. I'm down. Let's do this. I'm just gonna keep scrolling through this dude's like
because
feed.
it's satisfying. It's cool.
Yeah, and then like I'm also really excited that he found like a card. And he was like, or was it one of the binders was I'm trying to find every Gengar.
Yeah.
And like it was just like, oh yeah, I need like 75 Gengars, and like he was just searching for every single Gengar. I like those videos more. But
in terms of Pokemon, I watch Foot of a Ferret. He used to be a channel content creator for MatPat as well. He recently released a video talking about Pokemon, and he has pleaded to the community of like, stop making content that exploits the overpricing of Pokemon cards, and start understanding that we need to talk to the company that produces the Pokemon cards and tell them that you need to start printing more, especially for sets that are going to be popular.
The price of cards.
Yes, like
that's what they need to do.
Well, that's and I do like that about Konami. I do like the idea that Konami sees that. They see like this deck is popular, people are ripping people off. Let's open up the market. We're gonna in this new pack, we're gonna put a common version of that card in this box.
Yeah,
and it's only $9.99 off the shelf. Go get it, and you get a booster box with it.
Yeah,
like you get like a rare card with it and everything else. Because there was this one card that was like almost it was almost $150, and in the booster box, that was why I bought it. Because remember the one where it was like, this is how to train you how to buy, how to like do it.
Oh, it had the Zeus card.
It had the Zeus card in it, and the Zeus card at a certain point was like $150. And when I saw when I saw Primetime have it, I was like, wait a minute, the Zeus is in there? And he goes, yeah. And I go, how much is it? He goes, it's like $8. Like, it's like $15. I go, dude, I'm in. Like, let me get it. And I bought it, and I put it in my deck. And because like for the longest time, I needed a Zeus. I wasn't going to buy it because it was just overpriced. Yeah. But they released it in this new trainer's box that was only like $13 for newer players, and it just plummeted the price, and then it turned out to be like, I think now it's only like $1.50.
But see, Konami's smart, because what they do with certain Yu-Gi-Oh cards is that they release commons of very good cards.
Yes.
And the prices for them is not that expensive. But what they do is then they sell that exact same card in limited runs of holographic or like ghost prints.
Yes.
And those are the ones that sell for more money. If you want to play the game, you don't need to spend that money. You can just buy the commons of it and do well.
Yeah, you can make it, because I've done that before where I've made an entire deck out of commons. And then slowly rared it out. Yeah. Like just gone like, okay, cool. Or I finished my deck for like $50. Yeah. Cool. And then as I went, I was like, oh, cool. I found a secret rare of this one. Okay, cool. I'm gonna swap that out. I'm gonna swap this one out.
One Piece does that too.
Yeah. And that's really, really great.
But and you don't have to buy every card as a holo. You can maybe have one favorite card and get that as an expensive. I used to have a Ghost Blue Eyes. I don't know if I still do.
I used to.
Yeah. But yeah, it was cool. Anyways, transitioning to the next one.
Marvel's head of streaming, Brad Windenberg, has somewhat confirmed on Entertainment Weekly that they're still considering season 2 for Hawkeye and Agatha all along. Good. Plans to release things annually and more consistent, which is good. Tony Dalton will return for 2 episodes as Daredevil Born Again, will reprise The Swordsman. Born Again releases March 4th.
So
the first thing I thought when I saw that is, stop telling me stuff.
Yeah.
Because that would have been a really cool thing to see in the show of going like, oh, it's the dude from Hawkeye, awesome swordsman.
They need to give people an incentive to watch the show.
Yeah, but I feel like they're doing that.
They already did it. They gave me Wilson Fisk and Matt Murdock. What else do you need, man? Like let me watch the show.
Yeah, Brave New World did that, and we talked about it 2 issues ago, where Red Hulk was the big reveal and the main villain in that whole movie. And we already knew from advertisement, from the bits, from the trailers and everything. It was cool. Can we talk about it? Yeah, okay. It was cool to see Bucky Barnes make an appearance.
Yeah. I'm so happy that they didn't spoil that.
That was cool. I mean, it was short-lived, but it was interesting. Yeah. Right now, Marvel is in a state where they feel like names and cameos sell the product rather than a good story and a direction in the future of that franchise. Like, if I'm looking at Hawkeye right now for season 2, I don't want a second season of Hawkeye. I would much rather have a new first season of Kate Bishop Hawkeye.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
In that, I think I was talking to Rene on when we were going over I want to see Clint Barton retired.
Oh yeah.
Like we were talking when we were going to
go see Cap.
We went to go see Cap. I said in Secret Wars, I don't want to see a Clint Barton. I want to see him retired. And then maybe have Jeremy Renner show up as a different Hawkeye, or as a retired Hawkeye of like, or a variant, and everything else.
You good?
You good? There's no dogs in here.
Allergies.
Yeah.
There's no dogs in here. It's fine. But
Stop focusing on me.
But I want to. But I do want to see. I want to hear less about the show.
Yeah.
And let me enjoy the show, because I feel like that would have been really cool to like see.
Yeah. No, it would have been.
I don't want to keep getting spoiled and just go like, hey, you remember this character? I feel like what we're living in the Marvel universe is the member berries from South Park.
Yeah.
Where you guys remember this character?
Oh, I remember.
I remember this character. You remember this character? And I feel like once Disney has like a property that they've milked to its extent, they're just like, okay, how do we make this different? And they're just and it's you're trying to draw water.
Something's still coming out.
Hit him harder.
Yeah.
Harder.
And it doesn't work. And it doesn't work because they're like, okay, let's just keep doing the same thing over and over again. And then when it doesn't work, they're just like, add more people in there.
I'm sorry, that was a good bit.
They killed off Robert Downey Jr. Then they just said, "Bring the defibs. We're gonna bring him back."
Yeah, like
they're like, our franchise, Marvel is dying. What do we do?
Yeah, we were
bring back what's good.
The best things were Robert Downey Jr.
Chris Evans.
And this is
So
what
how
they
do
say
we-
to bring him back. $1 billion.
And that's the
Yes.
and that's the thing though, is that like at a certain point, I'm very confused on Doomsday. I don't really know how that's gonna work.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really confusing because you have to answer the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
So either it's a variant of Tony Stark that is that became
A Doctor Doom.
Like Doom, or it's Doom who transferred his brain into Tony Stark, or it's just Tony that turned into Doom.
Well, when the trailer comes out, I'm sure they'll tell us.
I hope.
I
I
feel like they're just gonna spoil the whole movie.
Yeah.
Here's where so far Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four haven't had much in terms of spoilers,
And I think that was maybe by design.
Good,
Yeah.
Because I think they really don't know how people are going to react to Thunderbolts, and they're giving us very little,
yes,
which I don't mind.
that's fine.
Yeah.
let me enjoy it for what it is.
Because you technically don't really know who the villain is in
Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
It's Sentry.
It's the
Well,
it's the Void.
Yeah. It's the Void, but it's with Sentry as well too.
'Cause
So
Sentry-
it's interesting because we, as of nerdy guys that just keep up with what's going on and stuff like that, we already know. But the general public doesn't know. That's the thing. So I don't know. We'll see how Thunderbolts comes out. I mean, I like the interaction with all the characters so far.
The other thing is Fantastic Four. We haven't seen the Silver Surfer in any trailer,
I think they're not going to show this,
which is good.
Yeah, I think maybe we'll see it in promotion art, but I don't think we'll see scenes.
I do want to. I don't want to see either Silver Surfer because I feel like we're gonna see two.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna see two Silver Surfers, not just one.
I'm okay with that.
Because and because the dude from Atlanta, I forget his name.
Donald Glover?
No.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. The rapper.
Yeah,
the guy that was in Turtles.
No, the other the other one that was in Atlanta.
Oh, the skinny dude that has all this random stuff.
Yeah, like the skinny dude.
Yeah.
He tweeted when she got announced. So when she got announced, he tweeted out going, "I thought that was my gig," and then he immediately deleted it.
Oh dang!
And then immediately deleted it when he saw it because he tweeted underneath it.
Yeah.
Like it was in response saying,
he reposted.
Yeah, he posted, he saw it, reposted it, and he goes, "I thought I was the Silver Surfer," and then he immediately deleted it. Like Marvel, like somebody called him and went, "Take it down," because Norrin Rad and the female Silver Surfer, she's supposed to be his like wife.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you can have Anor and Rad, plus you also have her, and that way you can have both of like the female and the male surfers, and he's just off in the universe doing something else.
Yeah.
Or they're both there. There's no guarantee that there's just one surfer on the planet. So I thought that was really interesting. So that's what they've been saying. They've been saying that he's going to be the Silver Surfer.
Oh, okay.
You know what's funny that happened this week, real quick? Because we were talking about Brave New World. My mom called me. We were talking.
Oh yeah, that was wild.
It's funny. She's like, "Hey, Miko, are you gonna watch the new Captain America movie?" I'm like, I don't know. I don't think so. And she's like, "Good. Don't. Everyone here at work who went to go see it says it's bad." I'm like, so the people who work at the Disneyland park
I got to see it for free.
And she loves Marvel movies. My mom loves Marvel movies. I don't think she's gonna end up watching this one.
I don't see how bad it is.
I don't see why people are ripping into it like it's the Marvels or Captain Marvel.
I mean,
that's how they're treating it.
I can think of one reason why they're not liking it. I could think of one reason.
I mean, yeah.
But
that's not the reason why we don't like it. For reasons that we don't like it, we don't like it because of it's just edited badly.
I just didn't like the.
I feel like that's what really kills.
Did you end up watching it?
No.
Yeah, I feel
I'm gonna wait for it to come out on streaming so I don't.
It'll be out in like 2 months.
Money.
So speaking about Brave New World, it was so funny that we were talking about how the cherry blossoms in the background of that particular scene was so CGI'd, and then literally the next day they posted behind the scenes.
It wasn't it's not the cherry blossoms that I said were CGI.
It was the background.
It's the broken concrete. That's like after the fight, because I was looking for it when I was doing the editing for the podcast, because I was like, I gotta find this, so that way I know, that way people can know exactly what I'm talking about.
Did you end up finding it?
I didn't find it. No. I just couldn't find a clip from that scene.
They were trying to hide it.
They're scrubbing it.
Yeah, I couldn't find a clip from that scene, and I was like, dang, I can't find it.
Which is bad if they're actually doing that.
Like, I don't know if they are. I'm not gonna say like yes they are, because we don't. No.
It's just speculation.
Yeah, because also it's the end of a movie, so it's really hard for me to go, oh yeah, they're like scrubbing it. But
Rockstars probably has an image.
I didn't. When I watched the video earlier, it didn't have it. But you do kind of see like bad CGI when he's like talking to the Hulk and he's doing everything else.
Yeah.
Right at the cherry blossom scene when he catches it. That's the scene I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the actual cherry blossoms like that.
I was talking about the cherry blossoms because they didn't look real.
Oh well, obviously they were.
I know. Obviously, I was just like, oh shoot.
You're obviously terrible at your job.
Too real. Gotta be fake.
Too real. Yeah, they look real. That must be fake.
I don't know. It's just whenever people tell me they don't like a movie now, or for reasons why they don't like a movie, I feel like it's just a bandwagon thing.
It is.
I feel like it's just like you've been told it's bad, and then you have to go with that.
Yo, right here, I conform. I'll listen to what anyone tells me that's bad about a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I was gonna say, I'm like, what bit are you playing?
In all fairness, he did say he wasn't gonna watch it because his mom told him not to.
I heard
You're a mommy's boy bandwagon.
I love my mom, of course.
Yeah, of course. As you should. Your mom's
must
great.
be nice.
But the movie had already come out, and she called me on Wednesday. Okay. So I was already not gonna see it because you guys had already seen it. We had already talked about it. I mean, the episode aired already. Yeah. And then the following day, my mom's like, "Hey, don't watch it." I'm like, "Yeah." This solidified it for me when my mom is even saying, "Don't watch the new movie." There's something. There has to be some reason why even my mom is telling me this.
Hold on.
And she's
if
not
only
a neckbeard.
you had a mom.
She's not a neckbeard, bro. Okay.
If only you had a mom to tell you not to go watch it.
No, because I've met Disney folk.
Yeah.
They're neckbeards.
You've met Disney
it's
folk.
not wrong.
No, I've met people that work at Disney. They're neckbeards. They're hardcore neckbeards. Look at you.
I'm not a neckbeard.
She loves the mouse. She does love the mouse.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is that I feel like your mom should still go see it.
She probably will.
Because honestly, like she's probably working with a bunch of neckbeards.
You know, no.
Does your mom listen to the show?
Yes, and my aunt does as well, and I think my aunt commented on.
So you're basically saying your mom works with a bunch of.
Hi, ladies.
I do.
Hi, Nina.
Yeah. I'm saying that.
You're probably working right now.
I've been to Hollywood Lounge. I know who works there.
Have you ran into Sean's mom?
Oh, we did it on my birthday.
We did. That was my second time.
Yeah.
I think she took my order last time I was there.
And did she not recognize you?
I don't think so.
Wow.
I wasn't sure. So I didn't want to go like, are you Sean's mom?
I will
Short
tell
redhead
you.
Lady.
Yes, I know, but I will tell your mom.
Short redhead?
I will tell you right now, your mom is like a busy bee. Every single time in the last like couple of months that Andy and I've gone to see if she's there.
Hollywood Lounge,
we can't get to her because she'll be at a register and then walk away.
You know she works 10 days straight at Disney. She butts her butt. She works 10 days straight at Disney.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sweatshop.
I hope they treat her well over there.
She just got a promotion recently,
Good.
which now she's like one of the head operators for like.
She's lead.
She's lead. She just got that, which
That's
is
cool.
great. You know.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so she leads other neckbeards.
And then my aunt
I hate you.
She likes watching the podcast because we're a good palate cleanser after all of her like murder podcasts.
We're good. So we follow up the murder podcast.
Yeah, she's like, now it's time to
just
listen
a
to
change of
something
pace.
funny.
And then
like,
the
bring me
detective took
up.
the head out of her scrotum.
Exactly.
Now listen to three nerds who are doing decently well and one that's extremely depressed.
There
Who
was
doesn't have a
blood
mom?
and semen all over the scene.
That's gonna end it for comic strips, guys.
You're the one that
Is it
said
over
it.
comic strips?
My mom loves me.
That's cool.
Must be nice.
It is.
It's overrated.
Yeah, it's overrated. Yeah.
It's actually it's nice.
It's a new new sense of suffocation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends on the love.
I have Manny for that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on.
Don't.
God.
Let me stop you right there. Let me save you from a second strike. Oh, God.
Him, Bryan.
I just made a connection and I was like, nope.
No.
not going down that line.
Hey, take it back. Shh. Let's
going down
rewind.
that
Let's
line.
rewind for a second. You are not leaving. We have comic strips again.
That's it.
Is
That was it?
That was it?
That's the end of comic strips.
He
Oh,
did
I
say-
didn't hear
he
you.
did
I was
say
trying
that
to
twice.
save Nick from disaster.
He did say
No,
that twice.
he doesn't. It's the end of the comic strips.
Okay, well that's it.
Comic strippers.
All right, so
no.
we should talk about Marvel Rivals before
Get that out of the
Yeah,
way.
just
Sean
get it
gets
out.
yeah before Sean gets it.
Yeah, Sean
I
doesn't-
kind of do like Marvel Rivals.
We're talking about Marvel Rivals.
Just pee.
Drain the main vein with romaine. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Dehydrated.
Oh my God.
Anyway, Marvel Rivals.
Marvel Rivals.
Rivals.
I can't not hear Marvel or listen to Marvel and think of people just going like Marvel. Marvel. Yeah. People
Oh,
go
I
Marvel.
like Marvel.
Marvel.
It is the greatest game of all time. I have mastered
You know
it
what?
within days.
For the news for Marvel Rivals.
I am the best Spider-Man ever.
I hate Spider-Mans.
Everyone does.
So annoying.
And you hate this guy. That's why it's like that character.
Guys, I'm gonna pick Spider-Man.
All right, so
I'm
that
gonna be
wraps
in
up
that
Marvel
line.
Rivals.
Guys,
All
we
right.
need hairs. Someone better be a hair.
Why do we have 5 DPS and 1 hero? Can someone please go tank?
You know what?
I will be
Seriously?
I was very mad.
I'm throwing.
I was very mad the other day because
okay,
me and him were playing and we went all
You and
heels.
Sean.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then we went all heels. So
Again,
everybody
round
in the
2.
team, so the whole team went heels,
Okay.
and
This
we
is a
won the
competitive
first
match
round.
too.
And we won the first round. Like we beat them
No,
in the first round.
we lost. We came close to winning. We actually
We
lost.
got
Oh, yeah.
slaughtered.
Oh yeah, we did.
It was close. It
No,
was
no,
close.
the first round we won. It was win, lose, lose, because they started switching.
Okay,
up.
can someone be the
So
actual historian, please?
Anyway,
Because
we
it's
won.
Can we move along?
Anyway, we won the first round.
Okay.
Then the second round, it's pushed back and forth.
So you
back
won the
and
battle,
forth.
but not the war.
Yeah,
No,
and
okay.
then and what happened was that teammates they lost faith, and then they started switching to like DPSs and they started switching to like tanks.
Who
and
led
everything
that?
else.
Was it you?
No, I stood.
You guys stuck?
We stood healers
stayed
then
with the sinking ship?
yeah, but
On the
until
third,
the very
third
end.
round, there was a minute something left,
And
and,
then
I
he
was
went
like,
to
"Screw this! I'm
Lord
going
Iron
Iron Man because we need to turn the tide." I was like 3 and 4, and then by the time I was in Iron Man, within the minute, I was at like 20 and something.
Yeah.
I just find it really funny how tilted you get.
Oh yeah,
And I'm like, I've never seen Sean that
I have
tilted,
anger
He
issues
gets-
when I play
yeah, he-
competitive video games.
He is he has done it before where he just logged off.
Yeah.
I was playing with him and he just
Wow, Sean, we got slapped. Sean?
That's exactly what
Sean?
happened. Sean?
Sean?
And then like
I'm
and then
good.
this
He's
and
at the
then
door knocking and he's like, he's freaking tears.
Sean?
No, it wasn't even that. It was just like we went to the game and then you just see Sean's his little like thing and it's just disconnected. And I'm like,
The game crashed on me though.
What a liar.
And I'm so glad it
Did
crashed.
the game crash on you or did you crash on the
no,
game?
No, it literally crashed on me and I got lucky.
the game crashed. Then he crashes afterwards.
He was crashing out, and then the game crashed.
The game felt my rage.
Yeah. And it was just like,
I got that lost.
That
Still,
what you need is the TikTok guy that says like, "Hey, stop! You ever think about taking a break?"
Hell no.
And
Until it gets gold.
No, I think at that point, like there's certain players that are playing Marvel Rivals that are like, hey, stop. Have you ever thought about putting a gun in your mouth?
Yeah, no, seriously. Like, paint the wall with your brains.
Meanwhile,
please.
Rene, Mom,
God,
I'm coming to see
that's
you,
3,
Mom.
Rene. That's 3, Rene.
Yeah.
You save that one in the chamber. For
I
when
can
you
joke about it. Okay,
Why?
I have the authority to.
Why do you have the authority?
What do you mean? Why? You know why?
But that's a dad.
Oh,
Dead
mom.
Parents Club.
Dead.
No,
Dead
but,
Parents
but
Club.
it's different.
He
You have two
labels it
parents.
as Dead Parents
Huh?
Club.
You have two parents. You can't
love
down.
me.
You can't down.
They love me and healthy.
Yeah. What's your problem?
What's my? I don't have a.
Mine
I'm
was
one
an
parent.
alcoholic.
Huh?
I'm only one parent.
Sounds like they got sick. I don't know.
Yeah, they did. It's called alcohol.
Yeah. Well, that one's self-inflicting. Anyway.
Oh God! So
The-
there's some. Sorry, go on.
The,
I'm sorry bringing this kind of mood into the podcast. I feel like I should say that ahead of time. I'm just going with my character right now. Like,
My
no,
character
I
really hates life.
Before we get into like the Marvel Rivals like story, because it kind of got blown out of proportion.
yeah.
Whose
Because
fault is that?
originally,
Do we say it?
no, but originally
Can I say it?
it got thrown out of proportion because the way that it was reported on
Yeah.
was
Very misleading.
that the entire dev team was fired days before a brand new update and new characters.
And a lot of these sites that were reporting it too were also bad mouthing Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, and they
So-
were talking.
They already had a bone to pick with Rivals
So
because like the
let's-
skins
Bunch
are
of
too sexy.
Overwatch.
Let's start it this way. Let me talk about what was announced first, from what we understood.
I just said it.
They said that they fired people.
They fired
They
the
fired
entire
the
dev
They
team.
whole
fired the
dev
papers.
team.
Was it the
Their
dev
words,
team in
the-
Seattle or
no,
what?
No, no.
They just said the original dev team.
Yeah, the dev team
Plus
all
the
got fired.
director.
And the director, yes.
So that included, because I was reading that article before you guys were talking about everything else, that they fired 2 lead designers for levels, and especially one of them had recently worked on the Fantastic Four level or something
Yes.
like that. Yes.
It's NetEase. They're not a great company.
Mm-hmm.
They have a history of doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
So it's not out of pocket.
Yeah.
But how it was reported made it seem out of pocket.
Because the thing is that were people fired from the dev team? Yes. Was the director fired? Yes.
Technically.
Technically.
So then where
But-
did the misreporting happen?
Because they said the entire dev team.
Yes.
They said the entire when it was only 6 members.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Just
wasn't
say
and
the Seattle branch of
Yeah.
6 members has been fired by NetEase. That's all you had to do. But you're farming.
Well, because not only that, but also they didn't really say what they were fired for.
Exactly.
NetEase didn't really explain why they were fired, and then the director came out saying "Hey, I'm going to try and get these people jobs."
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like this person is looking for is looking for work and blah 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 blah, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, definitely.
But we don't know why they were fired.
No.
Because it could have also been that they were just about to hit the end of their contract, and then they were trying to renegotiate, and then they wanted more money because Marvel Rivals.
So they
is
just
so-
got let go.
They got let go. We don't know why.
Yes.
And a lot of people and certain groups of people are speculating that, well, because it's from the Seattle branch and how the mindset is there, were they trying to impede or overstep with certain designs because already people were not liking that it's not sexually friendly in a way, like the characters are too revealing and all of this,
And that's where they had the conversations of magic and
people
stuff.
are speculating that because of the mindset,
Magic showing too much cheeks.
Yeah, basically.
the open-mindedness, coming from Seattle, they thought maybe there were conflicts with also how the Chinese department and how that culture operates, and they're probably like, hey, we don't like what it is that you guys are saying, so maybe we're just gonna cut ties. That is that's something.
I don't know
There's
because
probably no validity to it.
it's super weird though because with the new update came out of recording today, and the two new characters came out this morning, and the weirdest thing about it is I'm noticing once you're getting to this 1.5 update, that's when we started getting like all this news of like, oh, NetEase almost canceled Marvel Rivals altogether because it wasn't an original IP. Mm-hmm. Like it was something that what they thought of it is like, oh, it's just kind of like Marvel versus Capcom or anything like we've done this before. Nobody's gonna play it. And then you had like the firings and you had everything else. We don't know why they got fired.
Yeah.
For all we know, they were dicks.
Or it could be contract negotiating, like you said.
Or they were contract negotiating, and then they were just like, "Hey, man, you know what? Obviously, we're not going to come to an agreement." And then they quit, or they got fired, or whatever it was. Like they just got let go.
So to add context to this conversation, has the media been misinforming individuals about this game?
Definitely. They've been misinforming everyone about the game.
Well, because also the Seattle team wasn't only 6 people. It was like something, I think it's like something like 20 or 30 people.
I'm going to Google that.
So what's the purpose of misinforming the public about this game?
Clickbait?
Yeah, clickbait.
Is it clickbait, or is it because it's a Chinese company?
No, I mean, that could be it, but I feel that I feel like it's more clickbait because Marvel Rivals is such a huge sensation right now. Like it's something that everybody's like looking up and everybody has at the top of their view list.
Yeah.
So if you have some drama happening in Marvel Rivals, it's kind of like getting your favorite actor and then going like, "Whoa, look who they're dating next."
Yeah.
Or anything like that. You know, so, like, "Oh wow, Ryan Reynolds made a joke at SNL. Click this." And like you're gonna see like the joke he made at SNL, and like, oh my god, nobody was talking to him at the SNL party, and it's like,
6 people.
There was only 6 people in Seattle.
So they fired the whole the Seattle team,
which was of 6 people. Yeah,
it was 6 people. Okay.
There's this mass exodus going on with Chinese video game companies now because they have such a strong foot in the gaming industry that they're not having to rely and outsourcing to the Western after the massive success of Marvel Rivals, Black Myth Wukong. Now people are seeing like, oh, the games that come out in
what's
the
that
past
anime
2
game
years.
as well that's on cell phone?
Which one? Solo Leveling?
No.
Genshin Impact.
Genshin Impact is also Chinese, isn't it?
I don't know.
I thought it was Korean.
I'm not too sure.
I did think it was a Korean.
But they're now seeing like, hey, we don't need to rely on American game developers because what they put out sucks. We're doing a way better job doing it the way we want. Mm-hmm. And look at all the money we have behind us.
You see, the other developers are caca. We are good.
No, but also you're paying American prices.
Yeah,
we got the American money.
Mm-hmm. No, they don't have American money.
They don't have American money.
No, but it could have just been, oh yeah, this branch of 6 people is costing me what my entire workforce in China is.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier for me to just close that branch, fire everybody there, and then whatever work is there, bring it over here.
Yeah.
Like they've already set up.
Yeah. So they're doing, in other words, they're
making China great again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's you know what I was gonna say. There you go. So they're doing what America wants to do.
Yeah. China's kicking our butt at a lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of things. Let's be honest here. They're kicking our butts.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're not the greatest country.
No, we're not.
Or ever been.
I mean, we got a lot of dictators right now, so I mean,
yeah.
Xi Jinping is not a very happy person. Mm-hmm. He likes to get his head stuck inside a honey pot, and that's not okay.
Oh bother.
Oh bother.
Shuts us down. We're no longer in China anymore.
Oh no.
I told you, right? You can't say you can't type in Winnie the Pooh in Marvel Rivals.
Yeah. Or what was the country? Because we actually were Nepal, or I forgot.
Taiwan.
No, Taiwan. You can't put Taiwan. You can't put the great nation of Taiwan.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah.
Or the sovereign nation of Taiwan, or something like that.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Yeah, you can't say that because then it'll automatically it'll flag it as like this is inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's fine. I'm gonna start calling people Winnie the Poohs.
That's hate speech.
Pooh Bear.
Let's call him Pooh Bear.
That is hate speech.
Pooh Bear.
I'm gonna see if I get flagged.
Your entire account gets canceled.
If my entire account gets canceled, I mean, I would just be upset. But
I don't know, man. I feel like Marvel Rivals is that it's good stimulation for that type of game. You needed to have something a little bit different than Overwatch. Overwatch was the popular one. It felt like if you wanted to play something like a hero-based shooter, Overwatch was your game to go to. It had the player base. It continues to be supported. Marvel Rivals is that new one that's coming in.
Overwatch does not continue to be supported.
Is it? It's still getting support, no?
Technically, yeah, but
Yeah,
they're not doing anything good for
No, they're not. But name another game that's as big as Overwatch right now.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Siege.
Another hero shooter.
That technically Siege is a hero shooter.
Yeah.
But
I think its player base has kind of been stagnant, no?
No, Siege has been. I mean, Siege is.
What's the Steam charts?
They have a faithful community.
Like you said before, it's gone more like competitive. Like once you're into Siege, you're into Siege.
You're in it. You're not leaving.
Yeah, you're not leaving. But the thing is that Overwatch 2 literally went. Everything that's happening, like our next update is going to be everything that's in Marvel Rivals. Like all the cool things that you find in Marvel Rivals, you'll find that here too.
Yeah.
Like what was it? They have instead of because in Overwatch it's first person mode.
Yeah.
They're gonna be adding a third person mode.
Wow. So you can watch the back of Diva's mech.
Now I love how all the Glazers for Overwatch were like, oh, this is a dumb game. Oh, third person. Oh, they're just ripping off Overwatch. And now Overwatch is saying, hey, we're gonna do this third person mode that's so original that we just came up with. And they're like, amazing. Oh my god, I love it. Like,
freaking
guys, shut up. Your game is dead.
I love this character. Freaking awesome.
Freaking awesome.
The numbers for Rainbow Six Siege.
I'm gonna go
as
talk
of
to my
January,
girlfriend on OF.
Your girlfriend on OF. Did
I'm
she
gonna
tell
talk to my girlfriend
you?
on OF.
Well, in order to get past the paywall.
Yeah, I gotta get past the paywall, so I need a new credit card. I maxed out my other. Mom, where's the meatloaf? We want it.
What's it from?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, dude. Wedding Crashers.
What's he doing back there? I never know.
Do you watch movies? Like,
Yes.
No, he's got a kid.
Before?
Oh, no, he's had too much time on his hands. He gives himself too many things to do.
That's true.
Just watches Bob Burgers.
You literally.
What is it with you and me watching Bob's Burgers? I just want to watch goddamn Bob's Burgers, dude. It's a good show.
It's his comfort show.
Yeah, it's my comfort show.
Watch something else.
No.
You know how like animes, sometimes you'll put an anime as your comfort show?
Yeah.
As your editing?
I watch new anime.
Oh my god, dude.
Like,
Well, we don't have
watching
ADHD, all right?
Right.
You have ADHD. I have autism. We've proven this.
And I'm just me.
He's probably got autism too. It's fine.
Yeah.
We all-
No, he has
we're all-
diabetes.
I just have diabetes.
We're all slightly autistic.
And Sean is
It's fine.
short.
Yeah. No. I'm vertically challenged. I am vertically challenged. Okay.
VC.
Huh?
VC.
Yeah. So the number for Siege, as of January, it peaked at 95,600. So yeah, I would say it's
still active.
It's still a relevant
95,000. I think that's a couple. It's like
What's
60,000 under Marvel Rivals is current, right?
Oh no, it's
No,
like
I think
I thought
300,000
Marvel was like
still.
120.
No, it's at like 300,000.
something.
I think last time I checked, it was like 300,000.
Got it. Okay, so I might be wrong. Sorry.
When the game launched, it had
At a peak of like over 5.
over 5 million players.
Yeah.
Okay, which is crazy. The player retention rate for this game is
Huge.
it's there.
Yeah, and then just concurrently, it's like
It's a juggernaut.
you know that the game is still very active. The fact that a load time with different players is less than 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't wait until cross progression is a thing, so I can.
Which,
start playing.
you know what? I'm more surprised that they had the forethought to go like, we need more servers. Because obviously they had a lot of servers like ready because the amount of people that were on it and it's never really crashed.
What are you laughing?
And it's just been able to do
What, my
matchmaking
voice or what?
consistently.
Which joke?
Western devs, take notes. Okay. When a game comes out, you don't need a patch for it or be like, oh well, sorry, the game's unplayable, or we don't have enough server space. No, just think.
Do your freaking job.
Think. You get paid. You're getting paid.
I was like, please do it. Come on, guys.
Come on, guys.
So
Do
it's
your
not
freaking job.
Look, I pay my girlfriend on OF money. You buy more servers.
I'll give you my money.
I feel like his is original. You're doing Bobby Boucher. I feel like,
if he's playing along with it,
I feel like
Bobby?
huh?
Sounds like Bobby.
It does.
Yours sounds like
It does a
Bobby.
little
Playing
Bobby.
along.
Mine's a little Bobby too.
But I'm getting to play.
It's a little Bobby.
So-
Boucher.
Let's
little-
wrap up
a little
Marvel
monkey.
Rivals real quick, and then
Yeah.
we jump into the
The
monkey.
A little
That
monkey.
monkey.
Told me,
So we saw a movie
told me
the
a
other
thick
day.
way.
Me, Bryan, and Nick. We saw The Monkey.
I feel like you're
Written
going
by
more
s-
Mike Tyson now.
Yeah. Dude,
When I keep talking,
keep it going.
I lose it a
Yeah,
bit.
you're going more Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Super stew.
I'm a
gonna suck him off to completion.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I'm gonna fight you till you love me.
Stop! I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to get out of that voice. It's just like
But focus. Let's talk about the monkey. The
Somebody,
monkey.
about
Great
somebody
movie.
come in
great.
a
It
box.
was actually really good.
Yeah.
Overall.
It's It's based off a short Stephen King not story that follows two twin brothers, or one of them actually, as he's trying to figure out what is causing these accidents to happen around him where people die.
Yeah.
Basically.
For the listeners, I did air quotes.
Sean, I have a quick question because you actually want to
Yes.
see this movie.
Yes.
Did you like Annabelle?
How much
Yeah.
can we talk about with it? Because I don't want to spoil.
Because you're gonna see it upon recording. You're gonna see it this weekend.
Yeah, like I'm trying. I because before he started, like, I'm kind of.
Exit.
Do you want to just walk
I
out?
could take a quick.
You want to take a quick
little
smoke?
smoke break.
I've been doing
You
it
can
behind
talk
the
about
cameras.
this movie without spoiling it.
No, but
But I don't.
Let the
I don't.
viewers
I don't know how much he wants spoiled.
Got it.
yeah.
Because because we were being very vague when we were talking about it earlier, and he was super excited to see certain things.
And there's certain things I do want to talk about.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Sean,
But if he comes
signing
back
off.
next week and he hates this movie, we're gonna beat his ass.
Oh, beat my ass till it's red, baby.
Okay.
I'm gonna beat that ass.
How is it that when I
Spanking,
do
your mom
that, you're
listens to the
upset?
show.
I'm sorry, Mom.
I feel.
I'm sorry.
You gotta
I gotta look up. So the monkey.
Why do you always look down? You can't joke about it.
Well, because I'm trying to apologize to his mom.
He's praying.
No, I'm just looking where she is.
Oh yeah, that's more accurate.
That was hopeful thinking.
Is he,
Yeah.
is he got it? Okay.
Yeah.
The monkey.
Monkey.
All right,
So
so-
yeah, when that guy got like minced meat in that sleeping bag,
That
that
was
was, that was like the best killing.
Let's
honestly.
put it. Okay. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
The movie almost lost me 15 minutes in.
What part?
The kids,
It
just
was
being
it
with
was,
the kids.
It was not being with the kids, but like the idea that people died because you have to turn the key,
Oh,
and just
I
the
feel-
inconsistencies.
I feel like
That-
your big thing was like, oh, this is not a problem.
This is not.
It's not
Literally,
an
just
active
don't
problem.
do anything.
it really
No,
isn't. But
but-
the way that they write it, where like the monkey, people start kind of like worshiping the monkey.
Yeah.
in a way.
But the other thing too is that I feel like turning the key was a formality
Yes.
because remember when the dad comes in
Yes.
and the dad brings the monkey, it wasn't wound, and then he gave the monkey the thing, and then the arm went up on its own because he's trying to get rid of it.
Yes.
That
Also,
that
the
wasn't
aunt. The aunt dies.
the aunt died and
mo-
she didn't turn.
No.
because the brother already found it.
No.
Yeah.
The brother finds it at the yard sale after the aunt dies.
Yeah, so that's what I mean though. I feel like the turning of the key is a formality.
So
The monkey can just kill.
yes, it's life. It's like life.
Yes.
It's gonna.
It just
happen.
happens.
Yes. It's just that when the monkey's around,
It's your time.
It's in the worst way possible. I was almost lost 15 minutes in because of those kind of like inconsistencies and not understanding or not yet. It hasn't settled in yet that this movie is very self-aware.
Yeah,
And so the more I kind of sat on it and started to realize that this movie is basically a series of unfortunate events and Goosebumps, their love child watched Final Destination and said, let's just do this ourselves and just keep it basic.
Yeah.
And that was it.
yeah.
The
I was telling Sean when he got here, it also has like the humor and funniness of Tucker and Dale versus
Yes.
Evil.
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah,
Where the
yeah.
kills are over the top and you don't really
they're
have
just-
to
and they're
believe
just
them.
absolutely
They're
ridiculous.
very ridiculous. It's laughable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of those are the aspects that I really like.
And it's also very interesting too because by the time you kind of catch on
Yeah.
to what this is the movie that we're watching.
Yeah,
You're kind of going like, man, I wonder how he's gonna die.
yeah.
And then you're like, it wasn't the way I thought.
Yeah.
You keep thinking because it shows you how the characters are going to die
Or
at the beginning.
possible
No,
ways.
because in the first 3 kills of the movie, you already see the problem, and the kill happens the same way. It isn't until what kill would I say?
No, because it was the mom you didn't realize. We didn't know how she was gonna die.
No, but that's what I mean is that after the mom is when the kills start to become a little more interesting.
Yeah.
Like, we knew that, for example, the AC unit was going to cause electricity in the water.
Did you know that the babysitter's neck was going to get chopped off?
The knives.
I didn't.
But we knew that something was going to happen with the knives.
I didn't think her neck was going to be completely.
I didn't think her head was going to get completely cut off.
But think about it this way. Mm-hmm. The kills progressively got more creative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So again, you go from you knew the knife was going to be the thing that kills the babysitter.
You know what the thing was that I didn't.
Oh really?
I didn't know that the knife was gonna kill her. I thought that like
she was gonna choke on a tail of a shrimp.
She was gonna like choke on something or something else. Something else was gonna hit her because I thought knives was that made too much sense.
Okay.
So because I go with the Final Destination knowledge.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Of going like there's something else in this room that's gonna kill her.
Okay. No, I could see that, but I went the other way. I was seeing this as like I know where the kills are coming from, and it wasn't until after the mom's death that it got really random and much more interesting. Mm-hmm. The pool kill, I think we all can agree, was probably the most interesting and best kill.
Funniest kill.
That was the funniest kill. Honestly.
Yeah, because it was like we knew she was gonna get electrocuted.
Yeah.
We didn't think she was gonna blow up.
Yeah, we thought she was gonna get at least like fried really bad, but no, not to the point where you're atomized.
And just a leg flying at him. Yeah. Or the shotgun one. That one
from the door?
Yeah, from the door.
Well, it was so funny because after the pool kill, after the explosion, almost every other kill is like super explosion.
It's an explosion.
It's an explosion. Because when the double barrel shotgun hits that realtor lady in the stomach, she literally just goes. And
she becomes
there's nothing left.
Yeah.
But her
whole waist is like gone.
Yeah. I know. I was like, what was in that shotgun?
Right.
But that's the interest. I was also telling him too. I go, it's really funny that the director figured out a way to how do I shoot twins?
Oh yeah.
Without shooting twins. Mm-hmm. Once they become like adults.
Adults, yeah.
Where it's like I just have one twin and the other one's on the phone. So that means that the actor just has to record something on the other line. And then it cuts to the other actor and it's like, okay, but it's a totally different shoot.
Yeah.
So then that actor just has to dress up like that actor.
They just have to wear a long wig.
Yeah. And then what was it? And then once it gets to the end, for only like maybe 5 minutes of the movie, the two twins actually interact. And I'm like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Of this is how we played this out, where now I'm trying to like actually use like different perspectives.
The film is in its simplest state.
It is.
Simple foundation, simple editing that cracked you up a lot.
It. My favorite part was when the brother was go out for a handshake. The somber music would play, and he would reach his head out, just go like this, and then the music would stop.
Yeah.
And then he goes, like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. And then just the music would play again, and it did this 3 times, and I'm like, yes.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry.
They did it one more time. I was like, oh my god.
No, the one that got us really badly was
the uncle.
It was the uncle. Oh, yeah. Was it the uncle where it's just like
when it cuts to the funeral?
Yeah, where it's just like, oh, let me just can we try?
What's the worst that could happen?
What's the worst gonna happen if we wind it again?
The uncle goes.
No, but he doesn't even finish his sentence.
No,
because he's like, oh, what's the worst that could? And then it just goes to and then it just goes to the uncle's thing, and then he's like telling them how it happened, and it was the most gruesome death that you could have thought of. It wasn't even he just like he died outside. It was he fell asleep on a hunting trip in his sleeping bag and then was trampled by dozens of horses that all like just smashed his sleeping bag. And then you just see them opening the sleeping bag and then
it's mulch.
It's just like ground beef.
It's a human manwich.
Yeah, it's just ground beef that falls out of it.
And there's no bones.
There was some. There was like a jawbone.
Oh, really? I didn't. I have to watch it again because it just looked gooey.
Yeah, you see like a jawbone.
Yeah. So the movie is interesting because it's sitting at like an 80% on Rotten Tomatoes for the critic score and like a low 70 for audiences.
Also, the adults in this movie, like any other Stephen King movie, you're just like going like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like what is this conversation that you're having with a 12-year-old?
It's exaggerated. This is why
it was hyper especially when like the uncle is talking to him, and then he's just like, "Yeah, we're gonna do our best.
which is probably
bad.
Yeah.
It's probably terrible.
Well,
so
he starts off by telling Hal, your aunt and I never really wanted kids.
We never wanted kids.
But I guess we're stuck with you.
Yeah, and then we're swingers.
So
I guess that's over.
Yeah.
He's just like, what?
Or the mom's conversation with Bill and Hal, the twins.
Yeah, they're just like, we're all gonna die.
Yeah. You might be kidnapped, gagged. You might be suffocating.
Some people
in
get
your
to
own
die.
darkness.
Yeah, it's like, some people get to die, happily, warm in their bed, and other people get to die cold with duct tape on their mouth. It's just up to you how it ends.
But see, that's where
That's a wild statement.
I kind of want to know if Lemony Snicket took influence from Stephen King's writing then to write the series of unfortunate events.
Can you grab it to see which one came out first, the monkey or
series of the monkey? It was a 1980s novel. It came out
and then Lemony Snicket came out when?
Like in the early 90s?
Check.
Or
check.
2000s?
Lemony Snicket's Unfortunate Events book.
Yeah. But it's interesting to see the exaggerated, very oblivious but kind of self-aware language that these adults and the townspeople even knew. Because the realtor who's talking to Hal after the aunt dies is like, people in this town have died pretty much every day. Sometimes 2, sometimes 3, 4, maybe, even 5.
Yeah, maybe 5 people died.
Yeah. At this point, I'm surprised that half the town's not dead.
Yeah, or the one where it's just like, you should have seen Jennifer. She was playing she was playing golf. She reached into the hole, and then a cobra came out and bit her in the neck. And then he's like, "Are cobras common in Maine?" So she's like, "No."
So Lemony Snicket came out in 1999.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
99. When did the monkey come out? 1980. What?
It was a 1980s short story that released on a pamphlet or something like that.
Yeah, it was a novella.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But you have that influence of like very exaggerated, sarcastic behavior from adults. There's even the scene where the realtor dies and the police lady talks to Hal. It was like, I wouldn't suggest you stay here. You go upstairs. Have you seen that place? It's like the remnants of an old spaghetti factory.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why are you saying it? Like, it makes no sense.
Like, what are you saying?
They drag the body out, and then there's cheerleaders going like, "Oh my God, they're taking the body out!"
Yeah, that was the weirdest. That was the only thing that I was like in the entire movie.
It threw you off a little
bit,
right?
I was like, why are they like this? It's something that's never explained.
Yeah, no.
Of like why there's cheerleaders,
And they end up dying.
Yeah. The monkey came out in 1980.
Yes.
Okay, so 11 years before.
Yeah, and then was in another collective format called Skeleton Crew in 1985.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry.
That's the original one?
That's the original one with the symbols.
Yeah. So funny enough, we mentioned it in Comic Strips last week.
That's what inspired us to watch it for this week.
Yeah. No, but I
thought the drum was a better idea.
The drum was a totally better, and it only made more sense at the end when the monkey just goes hams on the drum, and then Bill looks outside and the entire town is freaking dead with a plane crashing into the church.
Well, I knew when he mentioned, do you know that they do skydiving here?
Oh yeah.
And then he goes, you can even get married.
Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
I was like, oh well, that's setting something up.
Yeah.
Like that's
they mentioned it twice.
Yeah, they mentioned it twice.
Yeah.
I was like, I like how they're setting this up to go like, oh yeah, when the bride and everybody else just comes crashing.
So are we not going to question the fact that the bride and groom decided to get married skydiving
at night?
Yeah, that was what that. Yeah, that's what they wanted.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then they crashed through a building.
Guts and all.
Yeah, guts and all.
I don't see a real reason why people wouldn't like this movie. If it's not their cup of tea, I get. But like to harshly criticize it and tell people not to give it a try is kind of weird.
They've ever seen. No.
So there was you were reading one of the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes that said like, I watched the entirety of this movie and I regret it. And what did you say? You could literally walk out of the theater 30 minutes.
Yeah. No, because she's like, because in the message.
Review.
In the review, she was like, I watched the whole thing and I feel like this is a waste of time and waste of money. Do not watch this movie.
Well, you didn't have to watch it either.
Yeah, and then the first thing I thought was, I was like, you could have walked out. Like if you really could have done it. And then I was like, movie theaters give you 30 minutes of the movie to go, I didn't like this movie. Give me my money back.
I'm not into it.
And 30 minutes is a third of the time.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, you're a third of the movie in. Like you've got the plot. You have the plot.
Act
you know.
1 done.
Yeah, like you're halfway through Act 2 by that point. Like you're a good portion into Act 2 already, and like you've already got the setup. He's already an adult. Like you already kind of have an idea of like where this is going, and then you went. It's gonna get better.
It could get better.
At a certain point, you're hate watching. Like you're just like, oh man, I'm so upset. I know it's gonna get worse, and I can't freaking wait for it. And you're just like, oh my god, man. Like, leave. You can leave. Yeah. Nobody is holding you there. Walk out. What is wrong with you?
They're that upset.
That was
this isn't Madam Web or Morbius. Like, it's not that bad. It's not The Room.
No, The Room is fun. The Room is
a fun.
The Room is bad. Like I feel that even Madam Web isn't even a fun drinking game.
No, Madam Web just pisses me off.
Madam Web is just rough. Where you're just like, oh, like things just like logistically in the movie, like geography of the movie doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
And you're like, what? Like why are we
wasting our time?
Why are we wait what?
No.
Why did she go through a billboard? Like, why did she drive through that billboard?
I will say the elements that I did like about this movie was the simplicity of it.
I'm not showing you. I'm just showing you the time.
Okay. Yeah. The simplicity of it. The kills were fun. I loved that the tension wasn't really in the jump scares. It was done with a stupid monkey that didn't really move. Like the monkey itself was not possessed.
It was a great animatronic.
The animatronic. Yeah, it just moved its mouth and the eyes didn't even move.
Had like the creepiest grin too.
Yeah. Because all it needed to do was just the lips went up and then it went duh.
And that was it.
That was it.
That's all you needed.
And the only time they ever put CGI on the monkey was that final scene where he just rapidly hits.
That's it. Yeah. Literally, like the cheapest way to make a horror movie was just to use the monkey that moved. Yeah. And I was finding really interesting because I even got uncomfortable. It was the scene where Bill is at their aunt's house watching TV. Yeah. And then he looks outside the window and the camera starts to zoom in very slowly into the darkness.
It's very adulting, yeah.
And then you just see the monkey's eyes. And the monkey's not doing anything.
No, it's just sitting there looking at you.
Yeah. And then it cut. And there was a lot of jump cut. Like the director did a great job with sound. He did a great job with like cutting.
Yes.
Like the editing of this movie is really, really fun, and it's interesting. And it sometimes it does undercut or it like undercuts like the death. But it does it in a way where it's hilarious. Where you're just like, oh, that's funny.
I have a question for you guys. Is this a dark comedy or a horror comedy?
I feel
it's
like
it's a horror comedy.
Okay.
I feel like a horror comedy makes sense just because I feel that, yes, there was gore. Yes, people were dying. But at no point did I feel dread. I was laughing. Like, I feel like this is comparable to Tucker and Dale.
Okay. Got it. Do we have any final thoughts?
Go check it out. If you're interested in it, check it out. If you don't, you don't have to see it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're I think if you're a horror fan and you love, especially if you liked Tucker and Dale, if you love Tucker and Dale, or what was it, even kind of Jack Frost, like those like kind of
those comedies,
like those kind of like horror comedies,
movies,
and everything else, like
just the scenarios
like
ridiculous.
That or Eight-Legged Freaks or any of those movies, like you're gonna love this movie, like because I love those, and halfway through the movie I'm like, this is hilarious. I love this movie.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
It was good.
Sean, you think he heard us?
Hopefully. Oh, he's coming back.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah. Okay, so check it out. This is how the movie ends. They get out of the range of the monkey because they don't know how big of an area of effect of the curse it might have, and they snipe it.
Oh, just wait until you watch the movie. Just wait until you watch the
How'd
movie.
you know? Did you look it up?
No.
Did you look it
I
up?
don't have my phone.
Oh, yeah.
He does.
Dude, that was the roughest 20 minutes of his life.
So anyways, the monkey ends. I'm just kidding. It's all good. No, we enjoyed it. Go watch it. Definitely good. But yeah, I feel like we need to wrap up the show already. We're in an hour and a half or hour 40, and we're really tired. But guys, thank you so much for actually before I wrap up, I just gotta say.
What?
So you know how I posted on my stories the letterbox link?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I have it. Okay. So again, Love my sister-in-law. Love her. She doesn't listen to the show. I don't think so. And if she listens to this one in particular, I'm going to be like, why did you listen to the one where I decided to call you out?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah. So she messages me because I posted the link with a full review on The Monkey. Okay. I gave it 4 out of 5. And I said I like the film.
Yeah.
She
because
then...
my sister-in-law that I hate.
No, I love her. But she messages me.
Did you name check?
Not 2
Bryan?
minutes. No, I'm not going to name check. 2 minutes after I post the link. And she says, was it good? And I literally replied going like, did you click the link?
Did you click
like,
the link?
are you not going to support the stuff?
Or did you not see the 4 out of 5 stars? Which is like the quickest
She
review.
then replies, you know what? I have TikTok brain rot. I'm sorry. I'll click the link right now.
It didn't have Subway. Listen,
So
your review didn't have Subway Surfers, so I immediately just scrolled past it.
Look,
Scrolled right
if
past
you
it.
guys watch the show, follow me on Instagram, and just want to know what I think about stuff, I'm going to be posting the reviews on Letterboxd. So there you go. And then I'll post them on my stories when they come up. So
If you want to know what I think of stuff, just come on down on City. I just want to hear what you think.
Make a letterbox. Ick. No.
Yeah.
He doesn't hate himself that much.
Not yet. Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Thank you so much for watching issue
Don't get to that
236 of Keeping Up with the Nerds. Please check out our website, keepingupwiththenerd.com. Check out our socials, Instagram, Facebook, and xmen.com. Check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Keeping Up with the Nerds, and our audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, and YouTube Music.
YouTube Music.
You're welcome, Noel and Gino. I'm going to keep saying it until I get acknowledged by you guys.
Yeah.
But with that said, Nick, are you ready to sign us out?
This has been Keeping Up with the Nerds, issue 236.
I'm Barry.
My name's Sean.
This is Bryan.
And see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.